Okay, so we're going to begin with Unit B601, Philosophy 1. This unit contains 3 modules. The first module is Belief about Deity, the second one is Religious and Spiritual Experience, and the third is End of Life. So, starting with that first module, Belief about Deity, or Belief about God, we looked at this from a Christian point of view. The first thing to think about are the technical terms that are relevant to this module. So we've got God or deity, which is a supernatural or divine force outside the normal confines of space and time. We'd call that metaphysical. And we've got miracles. Now we're defining a miracle as when the normal course of events are interrupted by a supernatural or divine force. We have Jesus. Jesus is the Son of God, and came to earth and is as an example of how to behave with love and forgiveness. His appearance on the earth and his death reconciled the fall. The fall was the story which accounts for how suffering entered the human condition. The fall is written in Genesis in the Old Testament at the start of the Bible. And when Jesus was crucified on the cross, he reopened the gates of heaven for all those who seek forgiveness through God's love. There's also the concept of the Holy Spirit. This is the divine force that God uses to commune with people. Commune means to become at one, and God can do this through baptism when the Holy Spirit enters your body. There's the concept of belief. A belief is a commitment of faith. Faith is when you trust in something. It's not based on fact or empirical evidence. Empirical evidence is the sort of evidence you get in science, where something can be measured using sight or touch or taste or smell, or you can hear it. There's also the concept of worship. Worship is when you show devotion to God. It's when you communicate to God about your love for God. Prayer and meditation are forms of worship, as is fasting. Fasting is when you abstain or don't eat particular types of food as a sign of devotion to God. Christians do this particularly in the build-up to Easter in a period called Lent. Now let's move on to the contents of that first module, Belief about Deity. There are 4 parts to the module: the nature of God, belief in God, miracles, and God intervening in the world.